that man for, Walter Lee.
Call him and tell him to come on over to the show. Gonna put on a show for the man, just what he wants to see.
You talking about taking them people's money to keep us from moving in their house?
I ain't just talking about it, baby. I'm telling you that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, God. Where is the bottom? Where is the honest-to-God bottom so he can't go any further?
There ain't nothing but taking in this world, and he who takes most is smartest, and it don't make a damn bit of difference how.
You making something inside me cry, son. Some awful pain inside me.
Don't cry, Mama. Understand. That white man is gonna walk in that door able to write checks for more money than we ever had. It's important to him, and I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna put on the show, Mama.
Son, I come from 5 generations of slaves and sharecroppers. But ain't no one in my family ever let nobody pay him no money. That was a way of telling us we wasn't fit to walk the earth. We ain't never been that poor. We ain't never been that dead inside.
Well, we dead now. All this talk about dreams and sunlight that goes on in this house, it's all dead now.
What is the matter with you all? I didn't make this world. It was give to me this way.
How you gonna feel on the inside?
Fine. Gonna feel fine. A man.
You won't have nothing left then, Walter Lee.
I'm gonna feel fine, Mama. I'm gonna look that son of a bitch in the eyes and say, all right, Mr. Linda, that's your neighborhood out there. You got the right to keep it like you want. You got the right to have it like you want. Just write the check and the house is yours. And I'm gonna say, and you people just put the money in my hand and you wouldn't have to live next to this bunch of stinking niggers. Maybe I'll get down on my black knees. Father, just get to the money, for God's sakes, and we ain't going to come out there and dirty up your white folks' neighborhood. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir. Great white. And I feel fine. Fine. Fine.
That is not a man. That is nothing but a toothless rat.
Yes. Death didn't come in this here house. Don't come walking in my house on the lips of my children. You were supposed to be my harvest. It was supposed to be my beginning again. You more than your brother?
That is no brother of mine.
What you say?
I said that individual in that room is no brother of mine.
That's what I thought you said. You feeling like you better than he is today? What you tell him a minute ago that he wasn't a man? You didn't give him up for me. You wrote his epitaph too, just like the rest of the world. Well, who gives you the privilege?
Be on my side for once, Mama. You saw him. You saw what he just did. Down on his knees. Wasn't that you who taught me to despite any man who would do that? Do what he's gonna do.
Yes, I taught you that, me and your daddy. But I thought I taught you something else too. I thought I taught you to love him.
Love him? There's nothing left to love.
There's always something left to love. And if you ain't learned that, then well, you ain't learned nothing. Have you cried for that boy today? And I don't mean for yourself or for the family because we lost the money. I mean for him and what he's been through and what is done to him. When you start measuring somebody, child, measure him right. Make sure you take into account the hills and valleys he done went through to get to wherever he is.
Grandma, the movement is downstairs. The truck just pulled up.
Hey, baby. They're downstairs.
Hello?
He's here.
Well, I certainly was glad to hear from you people. Life can really be so much simpler than people let it be most of the time. Well, with whom do I negotiate? You, Mrs. Younger, or your son here? some official papers, Sonny.
Travis, you go downstairs.
No, Travis, you sit right here, and you make him understand what you're doing, Walter Lee. You teach him good like Willie Harris taught you. You show him why 5 generations done come to. Go ahead, son. Go ahead.
Well, Mr. Linder, we called you because, well, me and my family, well, we are very plain people.
Yes.
I mean, I worked as a chauffeur most of my life, and my wife here does domestic work in people's kitchens. So does my mother. I mean, we are plain people.
Yes, Mr. Younger.
And, my father, well, he was a laborer most of his life.
Yes, I understand.
And my father almost beat a man to death once because this man called him a bad name or something. You know what I mean?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
What I mean to say is that we come from a people with a lot of pride. I mean, we are proud people. And that's my sister over here, and she's gonna be a doctor, and we are very proud.
Well, I'm sure that's very nice, but
What I'm trying to say is that we called you over to tell you that we are very proud and that this... Travis, come here. This is my son, and he makes the 6th generation of our family in this country. And we have all thought about your offer.
well, good.
And we have decided to move into our house because my father earned it for us brick by brick. We won't try to start no trouble or fight no causes. We'll try to be good neighbors, and that's all there is to say about that. We don't want your money.
I take it then that you have decided to occupy.
That's what the man said.
Then I would like to appeal to you, Mrs. Younger. You're older and wiser and understand things better, I'm sure.
I'm afraid you don't understand. See, my son said we're moving in and there's nothing left for me to say. You know how these young folks are nowadays. Can't do a thing with them. Goodbye.
If you're that final about it, there's nothing left for me to say. I sure hope you people know what you're getting into.
Well, for God's sake, if the movie man out here, let's get the hell out of here.
Ain't it the truth? Lord have mercy. Where is my plan? You all start on down. Travis, honey, don't go empty. Hear this? Ruth, dear, where is my box with the skillets in it? I want to be in charge of it myself. I'm going to make us the biggest dinner we ever had tonight.
Mama, Oscar asked me to marry him today and to go to Africa.
Did he? You ain't old enough to marry nobody. Darling, please handle that. That ain't a Bella Cotton. Please handle this so we can sit in it again. Had that chair 25 years.
To go to Africa, Mama. To be a doctor in Africa.
Yes, sweetie.
What do you want you to go to Africa for?
To live there?
Girl, if you don't get all them silly ideas out your head, you better marry yourself a man with some loot.
What do you have to do with who I marry?
Wait. Now, I think George Murchison.
George Murchison. Ha! I wouldn't marry him if he was Adam and I was...
My children. They something, all right.
Yeah, there's something. Let's go, Lena.
I'm coming. Ruth,
Yes?
he coming to his manhood today. Kind of like a rainbow after the rain.
Yes, Lena.
Y'all come on now. These people charge us by the hour, you know.
Go on down. I'll be down directly.